Okay. Now that is the hat for me.
Of this cheapest rose.
Hello. So, there's nothing flimsy about it. Oh, she for real?
Wait, I'll see if she's still doing
exactly. You can't cater to that.
They're not even ending in my family.
Helen is a special needs mom as well, and that's a whole other. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sadie Says It All. So if you are checking us out on Vault Access Television, make sure you head over to my YouTube channel, Sadie Says It All. And, because you'll find this show here, but you'll also find beauty finds, fashion finds, and discount codes. Who don't want to save some money? We all want to save some money, right? So make sure you go to my YouTube channel, Sadie Says It All, and subscribe there. And if you are watching on the YouTube channel, make sure you head over to Vault Access Television and check us out there, because not only will you find this show here, but you will find lots of independent films and music videos and docuseries and a lot of amazing creatives, honey. So go check that out. Now, so today, we have another awesome and amazing guest, because we just keep stacking them and giving them to y'all. So today, we have the owner, the founder of Beautelanin. Yeah, I got it. Because I was like, I'm gonna mess this name up, but it's Beautelanin. Okay. And the founder is Judith Pluviose.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. See, I get so excited because I think there's so much in a person's name, and people are proud of their names, and you want to make sure you get it right. So I make an effort to do so.
And it is very much appreciated.
Oh, absolutely. Like, my last name ain't easy either. So I'm like always looking at people like, are you going to try to get it right at least? Welcome, Judith. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, girl, look at the background. It's all snazzy. Go ahead, girl. So, if you will, Judith, if you could just let everyone know where you're from, because I like to let the guests know, like, what areas our business owners are located.
Yes, actually, I am here with you from New York. I live on Long Island, and originally I'm from Haiti, but I've been living in New York for the last, 20 years now. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Long Island, child. Long Island ain't easy to get to.
No, it's not. Well, it's the suburb, one of the suburbs in New York, and I mean, it's okay. We have a lot of good things, but if you really wanna enjoy New York, you have to go to the city. It's
Yeah. Now, I used to live in North Jersey, so we were always in the city.
And I lived in Brooklyn for many, many years before we decided to move when we started having kids. So, right. But I miss my Brooklyn in a way, because I like the noise. I like the fact that, my people, you can go and you have diversity, you have people, you have different culture, food, and I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Brooklyn is a special place. And even like now, it's kind of evolving certain areas into, something else. But when my mom used to live in Brooklyn, my aunt still lives there. So I used to go to Brooklyn all the time. And like you were saying, the food and the diversity, like, girl, we would be driving and I smell like the jerk chicken or whatever.
Yes.
Window.
Yes.
I'm going to have to stop.
Every Friday I would have jerk chicken. Every Friday. Like, I don't care if I get off at the train station, the first thing I will go get my jerk chicken, go home and eat my jerk chicken and beef patty. I used to love beef patties.
Yes. And it would always, the sign would say beef patties, and they would be out there like on the sidewalk with the grill smoking the chicken. And I'm like, that ain't fair. Like, I gotta drive back to Jersey. That's not fair.
Now, the experience that you you undergo, like, when you go to Brooklyn, the experience, the Queens, even Queens, it's nothing. Like I went to law school, I'm on a trainee bachelorette. I went to law school in Pennsylvania, and I'm telling you, it was a culture shock for me. I was like, why everything closed at 4 o'clock?
Well, I live in Pennsylvania now. Girl, I'm in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and I'm here like, wait, it's not my vibe. It's not my vibe.
No, I used to live right in Harrisburg. And Harrisburg is better. I mean, like, we will drive to Allentown, we'll drive to, like, on a Saturday, we'll go to Gettysburg, but there was nothing there. Like, you drive, and nothing. But whereas in New York, it never sleeps. And even I lived in DC for a couple months. I was, in training with the Army. And when I saw, like, the subway was shut down by 12 midnight, I was like, are you telling me I cannot be out after 12? Yeah.
What if I'm hungry? What if I want to go somewhere? Like, geez. But yes, girl. So I feel you. Now, I'm originally from South Carolina, so I'm from the sticks, but I lived in North Jersey for so long where things were, like you said, they were constantly moving. Like North Jersey was kind of like the city in some aspects. There was always something going on. So to be here now in Bucks County, it's like, what is this? Like but it's pretty, but
it is pretty, but you're losing something for that prettiness, whatever it is. That beauty is really, it cannot really sustain you or fulfill you the way, like, when you go out there and you meet people, you can talk to people, and people are not gonna look at you funny if you say something. They don't care. Like, they're minding their business.
Girl, I tell you, I'm gonna tell you this, because when I came here, like, it was difficult for me to, because I didn't work in a huge office building. It might have been just like a few people, a handful of people, and none of them were like my vibe, you know what I mean? So I had to start a meetup group just to meet some people that thought like I did. But the crazy thing is, the people that joined the meetup group, one was from, I think, Queens. And then the other one was like, she was originally from South Carolina, my back home, So it was just weird. I met those two girls. We remained friends, and I stopped the whole meetup group. I was like, I got what I needed. I needed, two women that were kind of like vibing like me, and I don't have to do this whole meetup stuff.
Yeah.
But you gotta, go through those channels in order to even meet people around here, because people are just, it's a different vibe. But anyhow, whatever. But so, girl, your business, your skincare line. Now let's talk about this a little bit, because what I've noticed a lot, consumers are becoming more health conscious, with their shopping and products that they're purchasing. So I see that your products are plant-based. Now, tell me, like, what made you go that route? Was it because that's your lifestyle, or was it just something that you felt would help the consumer?
Well, it's a little bit of both. My lifestyle is pretty healthy. I eat healthy, I exercise, and I even, like, I really try my best to keep my body, because, like, in order for you to feel confident, to feel beautiful, you have to feel it on the inside, not just outside, because you cannot, you can, like, it's like a wall. You can put a paint on it, but unless you really, that doesn't change the fact that there may be some cracks, on the wall. You're just putting something on it, so to make it look beautiful. So if you get to the inside, then that's better. So for me, it's I really wanted. I started, like, looking, like, to see. I have, like I said, I'm on a trainee. I don't like it, and I was trying to find something that I can find my passion. I'm a self-taught artist, and skincare was like, oh, you can be creative. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna get my diploma in skincare formulation, certified as organic and natural skincare formulation. And I want to see what's out there. And the more I researched, the more I was becoming unsatisfied in a way. I feel like unfulfilled because I realized people like me, women who look like me, were not being serviced the way they're supposed to service by the beauty industry. Because as I was researching, I realized the product that they market to us, they list with the toxins, we having a lot of problems, health issues, even fertility issues, and we don't even know what's causing that. And that is because the things society they assume some certain things about us as a Black women or women of color, oh, we are tough, our skin is tough, even we are I said, well, that is so not true. And the things, how do you sell something to someone if you don't study about it, you don't know anything about them? And for me, I was like, why people keep asking for diversity in the beauty industry? Why you keep asking people to give your seat on their table when you can create your own, your own table? And for me, that's all about that. For me, it's not about the money. It's about building something for my people, for people who look like me, for my community, so that they can see, I matter. I don't need to go asking someone for a seat. I can create my own. And I know it's going to be safe for me. I know it's going to, go ahead. And the point is, my product is about what our needs are, because you cannot just look at me and say, oh yeah, you're gonna be fine, I'm just gonna put this at you. No, it's not, because we all have our own needs. And if you don't understand me, how can you formulate for me? And I was becoming more and more aware of what I was putting on my skin. I said, you know what, why don't I start formulating for my family, my kids who have severe eczema, and he scratches all the time. Sometimes his skin peel off, and he started using Vino since he was a baby. But I realized he was just keep scratching all the time. I said, you know what? Let me start, researching those ingredients. And I was not happy at all about the things that were, in there. I said, you know what? We can create our own. And I'm not gonna do a DIY. I'm going to do it the right way. And that is the safe, healthy way for people who look like me, for women who look like me, and for women who are looking to see, they matter. Oh, you know what? That is created for me. That looks like me. And because representation matters. Oh, yeah. The more we see ourselves, the more confident we grow. The more we think, oh, you know what, I can do anything. But when you have someone just throwing your bone at you, you're not gonna feel that. You feel like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be first? And I think that's something that's really dear to my heart. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, because in as much as the beauty industry is saturated, but we lacking diversity. We're lacking people who look like us. Say, oh, you know what? I understand your skin. You know what? I understand you have sensitive skin. I understand you have acne. I understand you have hyperpigmentation. I understand you have different skin tone. My face have one color. My, everything. But those people don't understand that. They're like, oh, really? But if you cannot love me more than I love me, right? So you have to be able to show that, and that means showing love for for my culture, for my background, for my people through skincare. So that's how I started this business.
Yeah, you know what? And you're so passionate about it.
Thank you.
You are absolutely correct as far as representation goes. We need to see ourselves doing things for ourselves, and like you were saying. The assumptions. I heard some of the most ridiculous stuff about what they assume about. I was like, so wait, just because my skin is darker, you think that is tough? Wait, just because my skin is darker, you think it's always oily? What?
Yeah.
It's just, having someone like us be able to create something for us, to benefit us, because us, because you are us. So.
Exactly. It's like even when you go to Canva, whatever it is, you're trying to get a design, you're trying to get and like you put Black women and you hardly see one or two. I'm like, what is this? What is it about me that's not beautiful enough that I cannot find a bunch of my people just looking at me, staring at me? It's just it doesn't make any sense, and we need to stop showing people that we actually love ourselves and we don't need to tell us we're beautiful. We know that. And it's about, for me, it's all about empowering Black women and women of color to really see themselves and say, you know what? And skincare is not just about the physical appearance, it's about mental health as well. It's, how you feel about yourself and how you carry yourself out there. When you go out there, you're like, I'm going to stand tall. Yes, I am confident. And yes, you cannot break me. So this is all about, it's from the inside. And it's about mental health. It's about putting ourselves first too, because it's about taking care of ourselves. Because, just relaxing, just taking a bubble bath or doing a face mask or just relaxing for an hour, but knowing that we're using a product that was meant for us. And then when we go out there, I would love, my dream is to go to those big retailers and I see a big like a stand with a Black woman, and then you have the skincare, that, oh yeah, that is for me. That is because it's not enough to just say, oh, we want diversity, but yet when I go to your retail store, I go to your store and I don't see me. Why not? And that's what I'm trying to change. I guess I want to be part of that movement. It's not, you cannot change it because we already have a lot of other people trying to conquer that, but I want to be part of that movement. And I feel confident that if I keep pushing myself and do it the right way, and do it in a healthy, safe way, and again with the message that I, the empowering, message that I have behind my skin brand, then skincare brand, then, the sky is not even the limit. I don't want to say the sky is the limit. Not even the limit. There's nothing to stop me. Us.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, whatever goal you have set for this, you are so, and like I said just now, you're so passionate about it. Like everything you're speaking, it's like you're speaking to me because I know exactly what you're talking about, but you wouldn't just be speaking to me, you're speaking to all women of color, all Black women that know that what you're offering is something that is very much needed. And just being able to, like you said, why not see a full section with a Black woman there that's all our product, because it's been the opposite for so long. We've been conditioned for that to be the norm. Like, that's just what it is. Like, oh, we got this one up there. Okay, well, that's normal. Walking through like that's just what it is. But it doesn't always have to be that way. And being able to give, I feel like too, like with this show, I'm featuring Black women small business owners. That's it. And I have a lot of friends who are not Black. My daughter is half white. I'm married to a white guy, but him being white ain't got nothing to do with me being Black.
Exactly. I mean, just because you advocating for yourself doesn't mean you're putting somebody else down or you're not seeing other people. That's the thing, people, the mindset we need to get. Like, you can be married to a white guy. Love is love. There shouldn't be any color. But in reality, life happens, and that's our reality. We have to deal with that. But that doesn't mean you stop loving you. You have to love you in order for you to love somebody else, to be able to pour that love. You have to overflow your cup first.
And it's like I tell people all the time. I was like, me being pro-Black ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, nothing to do with you, But it's just that I feel, Black women haven't had that platform for a long time. We've been ridiculed, disrespected, made to feel smaller than what we are, made to feel like we're not beautiful, So I'm like, these are who I am. These are my sisters, and this is who I'm choosing to focus on and to lift up, because so many times we have not been, so that's what it is. That's what it is.
But one thing thing before you can, one thing I love what you just said, like, you know, you like how society has made us feel not beautiful. And that's one of the things I really wanted to address with my skincare brand, is because, like, you know, when you see a product that say skin lightening or skin brightening or like, I'm like, okay, I understand we have dark, you know, we have a dark spot, we have hyperpigmentation. I understand you can want to even your tone, your skin tone, you know, just to make sure you have something even, beautiful, fine. Right. But why do you have to say skin brightening? Like those marketing phrases that I have a problem with, because that is telling you psychologically, it's playing something in, you know, a trick on you, saying, oh, well, you cannot be beautiful unless you light skin. And I'm like, why is that? Again, that's promoting self-hate and low self-esteem. And I'm not doing my skincare line, Beautelanin skincare, you know, it's a natural skincare for melanin, and that's what it says in my logo. It's not about against anyone. I'm not against anyone. It's about for me, loving us. And it is for the next generation to see, oh, I don't, if I have a darker complexion, that doesn't mean I'm not beautiful. I can be beautiful. I can be whatever I want. And there's a product out there for me. And that's what it is about. It's about reconditioning ourselves, reprogramming the way we think, the way we see ourselves through beauty or skincare.
Yeah, just basically teaching us to love ourselves, you know? And, you know, people of color, Black people have been brainwashed for so long that we weren't good enough or aren't good enough and not beautiful. So to see this wave, you know, of Black people, like, especially Black women, like supporting each other, like, yes. Because it seems like for so long we were in competition with one another, everybody trying to get ahead and not realizing that, you know what, if we rise up together, sis, let me tell you,
but nothing will stop us. Competition is, scratch that. You're not competing with anyone but yourself.
Exactly.
You know? And jealousy, when you say competition, there's also something jealousy. And it's, again, going back to what you said about, like, you know, being programmed to think like that. It's a way, like, it's the divide and conquer. So if you're not going to support one another, you're going to take that money, your hard-earned money, and you're gonna go put it right back to the other community. And what about your community? And again, it's all about that, because when, like, you know, as a Black woman, you have this, I give you a lot of credit, and I'm really glad of what you're doing. And you have this show, and you bring small business, you're putting their name out there, like people make them more visible. It's not easy, because we are competing with like people who have tons of money. We can't compete, and we just have to be able to be there for each other, to support each other, and to know, like, you know, even if you have, like, you know, 1,000, you know, skincare brands that are Black women own, whatever it is, that doesn't take away anything. That's not taking away anything from you. That's mean we have more, and we can come together. That's power. You know, the more, I always say, like, you know, like, the more you have, the more power you can garner. Because, like, you know, sometimes if you only have like 5 people, and you cannot say, you only have 5 people, I have like 100 people. But if you have 100 people and you can come together, that's powerful. That's beautiful.
I just think it's amazing how it seems like it took us a while, but it seems like we've gotten to a point where we're celebrating one another and like coming together, collaborating, and it's just such a beautiful thing. And like, I look at other people looking at us, like, you know, doing this, and they're like, you know, and I'm like, yeah, you know, it's about to be on.
Love it. I just love it.
So my next question for you, because girl, we can just keep going. But my next question for you. So who is your guinea pig? Like, when you want to test, you kind of touched on that as far as creating products where you have your family or whatever, try them out. So who is it that you go to that gives you the real story that says, like, girl, this ain't working right, or girl, this is amazing? Like, who is that person? I find it's great when you have that friend or that family member that's like, what
my husband. He will tell me, oh, make this product for me, or make this a gel for me, cleanser for me, make this. And then he would say, I didn't like that smell. Oh, I didn't like the texture. Oh, I didn't like, I'm like, oh God. And it's scary. Like when you have that person who's going to be like 100% honest with you, brutally honest. And sometimes we don't want to hear it. I prefer, like I've been like, you know, my guinea pig, like I send it to just acquaintances, like, you know, friends. Right. And I ask them for their, you know, honest feedback. But still, it's nothing compared to someone who just have nothing to lose. And they're like, oh, I'm just going to say it. You either like it or you leave it. And I had to learn how to swallow my pride and say, okay, all right. And I, you know, I changed even my name. I started as Aging Beautified, and my husband was like, and I was doing a moisturizer, and I put Beautelanin facial moisturizer. It's like, well, this sounds more like a brand name to me. So I had to change. I had to rebrand even before I started, before I even done. And I was like, okay. At first, I was kind of mad. So I spent all that money, you know, just having my, you know, trademarking it and filing my, you know, registering my name. And now you're telling me I have to change it. But when I thought about it, I said, what is your core value? What are you trying to do with that skincare brand? And I realized, I want someone to look at it and say, yeah, that's for me. And just the name, even if you don't speak French, whatever, like you say, whoa, that's beauty, you know, beauty. And then Melanin is melanin. You can just, oh, yeah, that is for me. So I really wanted to.
I love it. Like, it's just, it's got a nice sound to it. And when you look at it, you know, just looking at Lanin after that, you're thinking melanin, like immediately. So it's like, well, I know this for me, you know, let me check this out. But, all right. So I know people want to hear about your products. Now we know that they haven't launched yet, but this is where they get the whole
preview. Yeah, just I have a couple. I put a couple with me. I don't know if you can see. This is my super rich anti accident. Can you see it? Oh boy.
Yeah, I can't see it when you're holding it, but what I can do, I will take images from you can send me images and I'll put them in the video. So you can you can let us know about them, and I will put the information there. And then whenever you do launch, I'll go back and update the YouTube with the links to the products.
Oh, perfect. So basically, I'm coming up with 3 different products really for now. One is it's a honey micellar cleansing oil, and it's made with honey. And the reason I'm coming out with that is although it says oil, it's not oily at all. That is for people who have dry skin. And people who have with normal skin. I have normal skin, and it's perfect. And since I'm going to launch in the fall, that is a perfect one for the fall, because as you know, as the weather changes, like, you know, our skin become drier and drier, and it's good for you to have that. Like, you know, if you wear makeup, I don't really wear makeup that much, but when you wear makeup, this one does like everything. It removes the dirt, it removes makeup, and it turns into milk. Basically, you massage your face with your dry hands, with your dry face. It looks like an oil, but once you start activating it with water, it turns into milk. And then it leaves nothing. It doesn't leave the skin oily at all. And what I put out is plant-based. I am not about synthetic. There's no synthetic in this product at all. And our skin needs to be hydrated. Even though black skin can be oily, you say, oh yeah, I have acne. No, that doesn't mean having oily skin doesn't mean your skin is hydrated. Right. So people always are mistaking those two. They're not the same. And for me, because we have our skin tends to have develop high sebum content, and that's what make us skin oily in a way. Some people don't have that that gland that makes it more oily. Like, you know, some people just the cell produces more oil than others, and it's okay. And then some of us have a hot, you know, very dry skin, and in the winter I tend to have high dry skin, and then other people too. Sometimes the problem we have, the difference between a dark pigmented skin or melanin rich skin and someone who's like white or whatever it is is that our skin tend to lose water content more than other people, more than other races. And we have a lower pH level in our skin. Like, most pH is like can be 5 or something, but ours, a lot of us, we tend to have below 5. So when you have an ingredient, a product that is not made for you, for example, and it has a pH of 6, 7, 8, that's very harsh on the skin. That's gonna dry your skin. And for me, my product is all about that. And of course, I am very mindful of the skin condition that we tend to suffer, like hyperpigmentation, like discoloration, acne. And this product right here, this cleanser, kind of like the product that I put in it, the plant-based that I use, it not only, it kind of like, even your skin tone without having to change the color of the skin. That's a big no-no for me. I don't believe in lightening or brightening our skin. And it does have vitamin C, but the vitamin C, the content of the vitamin C is lower percentage. I don't want it to brighten our skin. I just want to make sure we are addressing the problem, not having to change. Exactly. So that's what I put in there. So it's really good. It smells good. No fragrance in there. I put essential oil, and it's the essential oil that I use specifically addressing hyperpigmentation, addressing the fact that we're losing hydration. And this is very moisturizing because I put ingredients in there, raw ingredients, plant-based, organic, plant-based ingredients that can draw water onto the skin. And making the skin feel like, beautiful and healthy. So that's the goal for me with this product. And I hope people gonna love it. So far, I've gotten really good feedbacks from friends, relatives, acquaintances, and they love it. And I love it. That's like I said, that's my go-to. Right now, if I'm traveling, the first thing I'm gonna pick is this product. I just love it. So yeah, it doesn't even with the, it doesn't have synthetic in it. That's one thing. A lot of people think, why should I not use synthetic? You know what? I'm going to get that for $10. I'm going to get that for $20. And I'm like, okay, but what about your health? Yeah. You're getting something cheaper, but what is the cost of your health? There's always a pros and cons to everything. Yeah. And that's why I make sure, like I said, you know what? There's no cutting corners. It's all about us doing for us, and we have to do it the right way. And we have to make sure we're not hurting ourselves more than we already are, because let's face it, everything that's been sold to us, it's not really that healthy.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, you made great points with that, and something that's not actually changing the color of our skin, but yet healing our skin. That's what we need, Yeah. So what I am going to do, because we're actually running down our time, girl. We were chit-chatting so much.
I know. Oh my goodness, we were having so much fun. But you did say to come and have fun, and that's what.
Yes, that's what I wanted. That was the goal. But what I'm going to do though is I'm going to list the names of your products that you have in the YouTube write-up under the video. And once you launch, I will go back in and update with the links to your products so people can buy them.
One thing I'm doing too, before you can continue, one thing I'm doing right now, I am trying, because when we launch, I want people to have the opportunity to get some samples and also some discounts. And we're doing a giveaway right now where until August 31st it will close. And what it does is you sign if you sign up for our mailing list and then you share. You can go to my website, you can go to my Instagram, you'll see more about it. It's Beautelanin, and then also my website is going to be live, but soon. Right now, we do have a place where people can sign up, and you enter the giveaway, and you get some of the sample for those products that I will be launching in the fall.
Okay, Awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to include your Instagram name in the video as well. So that'll be posted in the video. So everyone who wants to find out any information, you can just go to her page and you'll have all the information right there. You even got a message button. You can message her if you need to.
Yes, and I'm good. I will answer. I always answer.
Yeah. So make sure you go to Judith's page. It is Beautelanin. Beautelanin. Am I saying it right? Beautelanin.
So let me spell them for them because it's a Beautelanin. So Beautelanin skincare, and we have that, and we have an Instagram. Whether you go to beautelanin.com or you go to Beautelanin Facebook, we all there the same name. And if you have any questions or whatever it is, I'm always answering questions, always, returning any DM or messages. Yes.
Right. So yeah, I will include her Instagram information as well as her Facebook information below the video, just so that you have every way possible to contact her right now, so you can find out more about these products, child. So again, thank you so much for joining us again today. And everyone who was here, thank you so much for joining us. Again, I will put her Instagram information there for Beautelanin, okay, so that you can go there. I finally got it. I was getting so you can go there and follow her on her Instagram page, but also make sure you follow me at Sadie Says It All, so that you can find out more about these amazing guests and what we have coming up. And let me see, is there anything else I need to say? Oh, also, if you're watching us on YouTube, again, make sure you go check out Vault Access Television, because there's a whole lot going on over there. So I will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.